What happened?
That, I was hoping, is something you could tell me.
Professor McGonagall? What's going...
You don't know? A professor and a student are practically petrified. And the witch who...
What are you talking about? How did I even get here?
Oh dear. Are you telling me you have no recollection of this evening's events?
No, not a one. Wait.
I'm afraid you were found in the corridor, standing over...
I don't remember any of that. Can't you take my memories to the pensive?
At the moment, it seems you have no memories to retrieve. I understand this is difficult, but please...
All I see are images. Like snapshots of a...
That's as good a place to start as any. Tell me about one of them.
There's an odd-looking witch. She's got something to do with plants, I think.
Ah, that would be Miss Cole. She came to us from St. Mungo's, intent on helping find...
Oh, that I remember. Kevin told me about it. Wizards are falling asleep. No one knows why, and no one can wake them up.
Precisely. The Ministry sent Miss Cole to work with our professors, and then things went... awry. Interesting that you can't recall her arrival. It was quite...
That plant is dead, right?
It's not dead, it's just... not thriving.
If you say so. I hope you're not consider...
Ha ha, very funny.
May I have your attention, please? I would like to introduce a special guest. Ah, it appears she has not yet arrived, but Miss Astrid Cole, a former student and current healer at St. will be joining us to help some of your professors devise an... Now!
How could you let my boy get mauled by a fanged geranium? You should be ashamed of yourself. How you're still allowed to teach is beyond me. Beheading that vile snake does not make you the chief warlock in charge.
And it wasn't even Professor Longbottom's fault. If Fisher had been...
Interesting plant you have there.
Oh, I remember that. She creeped me out.
Do you recall what happened next?
No. I mean, I see flashes of memories, but they're all mixed up.
As long as something is in that head of yours, we may be able to retrieve it. It's a mild memory potion.
That tastes awful. I think you've...
Thank you for that assessment. I'll be sure to inform Professor Now, tell me, what do you remember?
Okay.
Everyone thinks plants are to blame. Idiots.
What's going on?
Something's happened in the greenhouse, obviously.
That much I figured out, thanks.
Mr. Thorne, they must be consulting with him. He does know absolutely everything about plants.
Who? Miss Cole?
Yes, just look at her, lurking.
I don't think she's lurking.
May I have your attention, please? It pains me to tell you this, but Professor Longbottom has been found in this very greenhouse. While it was once unthinkable, it appears the so-called mysterious...
I, for one, am here to help in any way I can, Minerva. Just name it.
I appreciate that, Hubert. Now, as it appears the Ministry is correct in their belief, this greenhouse will be off-limits to students until further notice. Miss...
Everyone thinks plants are to blame. Idiots.
That's right. Astrid said people were idiots to think plants were to blame.
In my experience, those at fault are those who flee. And Ms. Cole...
Is it dead yet?
Excuse me?
That sickly plant of yours. Is it dead? Or improving?
Oh, improving, I think.
Curious. Well then.
She's been to visit him every day. Just stares. Never says a word.
Maybe she's not sure what to say.
Or maybe she's just a weirdo. Madame Pomfrey says she's always been that way.
Always?
Since she was a student. Apparently, she wasn't very sociable. No friends, not even in her own house.
That is surprising.
It's suspicious. Although, for some reason, the matron is still quite fond of her. She helped collect herbs and administer potions to 6 students, even during the Battle of Hogwarts.
Really? Wow, that's commendable.
It's dangerous is what it is, letting someone like that tend to the sick. Who knows what's going on in her head?
What was that?
Not what, who. Astrid, lingering outside, eavesdropping on our conversation. I told you, she's not to be trusted.
If I heard someone talking about me the way you were just talking about her, I'd stay outside too.
I only speak the truth.
Based on what? You don't know her.
And you do?
Oh, right. Cassandra really didn't like Astrid. I can't believe...
Well, it would seem that particular piece of information is no longer...
Oh, right. Cassandra really did.
Well, it would seem that particular piece.
This is going to be the best lesson. Mr. Thorne is a proper genius when it comes to her.
I thought you liked Professor Longbottom.
I do, but, well, he doesn't own a plant shop.
Thank you, Professor Sprout. Haha, Sprout and Thorn. We make quite the pair, don't we? Clearly, we were born to be herbologists. Ah, yes. I see quite a few familiar faces. Happy customers, no doubt. For those who don't know, I own a shop in Hogsmeade called Bewildering Blue. Plants are my passion, particularly those of a magical nature. This, for example, is a Thorn original. Please, everyone, take a closer look.
It didn't work.
Sorry, my dear. This one's mine. There. You see? My handsome face has finally... I've sold hundreds to some rather famous wizards too. And, no, Miss Fall, I'm not going to tell you... No, I believe your professor was teaching you about some of the more... This one does have a bad attitude, but remains a vital in...
Real just a lovely sound.
Ugh, it's her again. What'd she do?
Hello? Can I help you with something?
No, definitely not.
Well, that was rather rude. All right, then. Back to your plants, everyone.
She is different, but is that about...
Yes! For once, I agree with Daniel. She's trouble.
Or maybe she was just...
Spying, more likely.
I remember that. I wanted to stick up for Astrid, but I didn't. I don't know if I was starting to think she was guilty.
I hope the next memory is better.
I decided to talk to her, to see if Cassandra was right. Gossamer said she spent a... Professor Longbottom? This doesn't look good.
She attacked you?
Yes, well, No. I don't think...
I doubt a trained herbologist would be so cavalier.
Maybe. But I think it was an accident. In fact...
You're awake? Good. I trust you can stand.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry about the mandrake. They're just at that age. Too young to cause any lasting damage.
You're, Miss Cole, right?
Call me Astrid. I'm not one of your professors.
Right, Astrid. Okay. So, what is this?
Temporary laboratory for growing potential antidote ingredients. Which I was promised would be safe.
I didn't mean to intrude. Perhaps I...
No. Stay. Might as well now that you...
You poisoned the professor?
No, of course not. What I meant was that you caught me playing detective. Father was a criminal investigator. He made boards just like this one to help him I call it my thinking board, because it helps me think. You're confused. I'm not surprised. I have that effect on people.
Sorry, I thought you were here to brew an antidote for the malady.
I am, but to do so I need to understand what I'm up against. There's more to this mysterious malady than meets the eye.
It's not just a poisonous plant?
Ha! You sound like my colleagues in the ministry. Always eager to blame what they don't understand. Just because something is dark and scary doesn't mean it's evil. Take this mandrake, for example. Dangerous, yes. But
I can certainly attest to the dangerous part.
Yes, I know I'm different. I've seen the looks. They've followed me most of my life. Trust is much easier to come by when one is handsome, outgoing, normal. Like your
Do you mean Mr. Thorne?
Yes. He arrived moments before your professor fell ill, and no one has looked twice.
Well, he is well respected and quite friendly. Oh,
Indeed. Neville understood. We shared more than just a passion for plants. He also knew what it meant to be underestimated. I must solve this mystery. It's his way. He can't help but be helpful.
Right, then, I'll help you.
You agreed to help her?
I did, because of Professor Longbottom. He's been...
I applaud your allegiance, but to offer aid so easily...
It was more than that. I don't know why, but... I'm sorry. I guess I'm not being very helpful.
On the contrary, this conversation has been very illuminating, but perhaps... I found this in Miss Cole's lab, pinned to her, what did you call it?
Her thinking board. This photo was at the center of it.
I see. And what about this one?
Cassandra? No, I didn't see this one. Why is there a line through it? Nothing's happened to her. Wait. Oh no. Cassandra!